You're just starting your own beauty or wellness brand. You wanted to feel luxurious, you wanted to feel really high quality, but you don't really know where to start and how to achieve this. Let me tell you a secret. It doesn't need to look or feel boring. It can really stand out in this oversaturated beauty market. You can still have fun with it, and I have some advice for you to achieve this. If you're new here, hi, my name is Maya. I'm a brand designer and packaging specialist, and I love all things beauty, personal care, and wellness. I have worked with so many beauty, wellness, and personal care brands over the years, and I have also seen tons and tons of other brands either succeed or fail in the market. And it comes down to a few of the points that I will mention in this video. And at the end of this video, I will give you my most controversial advice and opinion about designing for an expensive brand. So stay tuned until the end because it's a really good one. So the first advice I have is to use a limited color palette. Obviously, this is not a rule for all brands. It really depends on your brand's personality, the tone of voice, and the overall style you want to give to the brand. It's really up to you. You just need to think of your target audience. Who is that one person that you are targeting with your products or even services? But as an overall look, choosing 2 to 3 intentional colors for your brand, especially if you are going to sell products, is to not go overboard with too many colors. It might confuse your customers, it might be too overwhelming. But again, as I said, you might be creating a really maximalistic brand and the too many colors suit it. So I would say go for it. Tip number 2, it might not surprise you, but it's to work with a professional designer that knows exactly what they are doing, and they can guide you through the process of the branding, and if you have products, their packaging, and everything else that you might need as a brand. Now, I know that you might come at me and say, well, you are a designer, of course you are looking for clients. Yes, and also no. As a designer, I really want to add value to my videos. Even if they don't lead me to client work, I still want to educate and help and guide even one person through my videos, and that's why I have created this channel. And you will see in the other videos that I have shared on how you can do your own DIY branding for free, and so many other videos. I am sharing really valuable information and advice for free. But why I think it is really crucial, especially if you are trying to achieve a really premium, high quality, expensive look and feel for your brand, is if you choose the right designer. It might not be me, it might be someone else. Of course, there are so many designers out there. If you choose the right designer for the kind of brand that you are trying to build and you match perfectly with them, then I guarantee you that you will see results that you've never even dreamt of. So I would say do extensive research, do a few calls with designers, see their quotes, see what they're offering, and see which one is the best for your brand. If you want to know a bit more about how it would be to work together on your next project, then I will link up here and also in the description down below a few videos of my process and also how we can reach your own business goals. And to me, even as a consumer, I've always thought if someone is trying to sell me something that is expensive, but I don't see them put effort in their products, their formulas, to do something different, to stand out, to have a custom logo or a really unique packaging, to me it just tells the story of how they don't really care as much about their product, but they just want my money. That might be just me. Number 3 that goes together with number 1 is to make sure that you have enough white space. That especially applies on your packaging. Unless you go for, again, a really maximalistic design and your brand is really out there and really eccentric, then it's best if you have quite a bit of white space around your important elements, at least on the packaging. Think a bit deeper about your own brand and what it represents, what story you want to tell. I'm gonna take the example of Glossier, where they are targeting a younger audience. They're still quite a premium brand, but they have gone outside of the competitors' look and feel, and they have become such a massive success because they knew exactly what their target audience is, they knew exactly what they are doing with their brand, and they went ahead and created this really amazing premium brand. Tip number 5 is for both the really minimalistic, clean approach and also the more kind of eccentric look. And it's only about your packaging, your physical products. It doesn't matter if you're selling in a physical store or on an e-commerce. No matter what you do, please pay attention to the materials that you're using, the paper, and also the finishes. It is really important if you are trying to sell something that is expensive and luxurious for the actual product to speak that. And especially for those brands that go for a really minimalistic, maybe even white and black text look, I cannot stress it enough how you need a really special finish to your physical products. It could be a bespoke bottle or packaging, the actual primary component, but it could also be a very basic component, but then the box that it is inside is just chef's kiss. So please don't skip that. Have a look at the options that you might have in your local printers or a different supplier that you might go for, and just think of the experience of your target audience. What do you want them to feel when they are holding in their hands your product? And lastly, we have tip number 6, which is the most controversial, and maybe you've already guessed it because I mentioned the differences between the two different look and feels that you might go for a luxurious feel, but it is, can we please stop having white boxes with plain black text and nothing interesting about them? Please, can we do that? Imagine a shelf where your product is next to all these brands that you are looking up to and you are inspired by. Why are you inspired by them? They are so many, they look literally identical, and you want your brand to stand out from the competitors, right? You want your target audience to go to the store that there are so many other brands displayed next to or around your product and choose your product compared to all these others. So if all of them are white boxes with a plain font as a logo, plain text centered on the box, why do you think your target audience would choose you? That was it for today's video. I hope you found it useful and that you learned something from it. If you did, please don't forget to like the video and also subscribe to the channel, because I intend to help as many business owners out there and also designers with valuable information about design, packaging, marketing, and business advice as well. If you also have any comments, you can leave them down below, and I will see you in the next video.